and right now we're going to tackle one that a viewer asked us to cover, ProduceTheDoctors.com. HudHud04 is 23 years old, says irritable bowel syndrome has completely taken control of her life. And that's not an understatement because IBS affects about 55 million people, mostly females, and that's why April is Irritable Bowel Syndrome Awareness Month.
Right. I have so many women in our practice who suffer from this, and it can cause bloating. It can really affect a person's lifestyle because it causes bloating, diarrhea, where you're running to the bathroom, you can't, work, constipation, mucus in your stool. It can really be, a devastating situation for a woman.
Yeah, because both of those symptoms, you mentioned the diarrhea versus constipation. Well, what happens when diarrhea? The fluids basically go in and they come right out. Everyone knows that, right?
You got to run to the bathroom.
Yeah. And that's no fun.
No.
But when you get constipated, literally, think of it as a plug. This is my made-up plug here.
Can't believe you're constipating yourself there.
There you go.
So everything you eat gets stopped up, and then everyone's got that bloated feeling.
That's
Ooh, I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's, oh.
I'd almost prefer to have the diarrhea than the bloating.
Well,
you fixed the constipation.
There you go. Now we'd be sitting here and
this may be too graphic, but one of the treatments for constipation is, as physicians, we literally have to go in and do a rectal exam and oftentimes remove a big plug of stool, and then it's just water, I promise.
Thank goodness I haven't had to do that recently.
Yeah.
There you go.
High five!
Just get knuckles on that one.
So everyone's probably wondering, why do I have all these foods up here? Well, there are certain triggers in certain individuals. Sometimes stress can be a trigger of IBS symptoms, but certain foods, spicy foods, cabbage, chocolates, coffee, and of course, anyone who has IBS knows that in certain scenarios, alcohol can trigger symptoms, as well as artificial sweeteners.
What are the 3 things that you can do to treat IBS? Well, here they are. First off, some foods. Beans, raspberries, and artichokes are actually really rich in fiber, and that's one of the key things with treating IBS. Make sure you're getting enough fiber. Also, drinking more water and eating yogurt with probiotics. That helps keep your digestion normal. And then the last thing is actually peppermint oil. Peppermint oil capsules. These are actually a cool thing. Part of the thing with IBS is you spasm. This is an antispasmodic. It helps relieve some of that pain and tension down there, so it's a good treatment.
Important thing if you have IBS, you got to figure out what your triggers are. Try to avoid those. Add more of these good things into your life to prevent those symptoms.